money in crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Can they see me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, well, maybe just
How
your
about
head.
now?
Yeah, they can
How
only
about
see
now?
your head. Yeah.
Guys, I wore the camo because we're getting to work today, boys. It's war time. We are going to war today. Going to war with the sellers. Going to war with Mr. Musk, the man that started all of this. Now he wants to tweet out that Tesla's got diamond hands. Yay! How fun. Guys, today is not a good day. And we are going to be talking about a lot of things that are very concerning about this market. But I'm going to give you guys my take on this. And hopefully provide some hope for you guys with what's going on. I mean, look, let's be honest here. If you went to bed and you woke up and the price of Bitcoin was at $37,000, you know what? Wouldn't be great. Wouldn't be great. But if you've seen what has gone through, what has happened, and what has occurred in the last few hours, then you know something is afoot. So we will be giving you guys some positive news. We're going to be talking a lot about the market, obviously. But I think that we're also going to be discussing what could be a reality. We don't want to hear it. But what could be the reality? Maybe we did top out. It is possible. Now, do I believe that we topped out? No, I do not. I do not believe we topped out. I think that we're going to look at the Bitcoin chart here in a minute, and we're going to look at, we don't have the Newpol pulled up, but I'm going to pull up the Newpol. I'm going to show you guys some things, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what we're seeing right now. There's a little bit too much coordination going on. Has anybody noticed that?
Yeah.
It's so weird that when the market moves sideways, there's no news. No news. We got to dig to find the news. When the market is going up, all the news outlets, what's going on? Positive news, positive news, positive news. What's going on right now? Negative news, negative news, negative news. Someone said, I missed the F2 pool dumps. Yeah, it was nice when we could look at it and know what happened. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be going over all that today. I guess let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, guys, thank you, 1.04 million subscribers. We're very close to 1.05 million subscribers. And you know what, guys? Let me tell you guys this. And I think that this has to be said. This has to be said. My biggest fear in crypto, you guys want to know what my biggest fear in crypto is? Do you guys know how much money I lost at the bottom of this?
Potentially.
Almost $10 million.
Yeah.
About $10 million. Boop. Now, it's an unrealized loss. We didn't sell. Some people on Twitter saying, oh, that bid boy, he sold at 60K. He's buying back in at 30K. I wish I was that smart. But I have a more long-term holding strategy than most. And I'm not that concerned even when I see these kinds of dumps because you know what? Even if worst case scenario we were in a bear market, price will go back up at some point. Okay? But my worst fear, that's not my worst fear. My worst fear is not losing money. Because I have so much money now, even if I lost 90% of it, I would still be doing fine. Okay? But my worst fear is people losing money on this channel because they watch this channel. My worst fear is that I lead people astray during this time. And so while I can give you my opinion on where I think that this market is going, I could be wrong. And I am not going to sit here and tell you guys this is a great time to buy. I'm not going to tell you that. I can't with a good conscience say, right now go in. Because you know why? I would have told you that at 50. I would have told you that at 42. Told you that at 47. Now that we busted through to a over 50% correction, that's very alarming. I can't sit here and tell you guys that. Okay? So while I can give you my opinion, we're going to be talking about bear market strategies on today's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time video. Of course, we'll be continuing all these discussions later on tonight on Around the Blockchain, where we could bring in other perspectives of people. I want you guys to be prepared. And this is why all throughout this market, I've told you guys, take profits along the way. Don't stare a gift horse in the mouth. That doesn't mean you move all your profits out. We bought a building that was $3 million. We've got about $1 million worth of real estate. And you guys know I've got a bunch of cars. I've got a personal house. I've taken profits along the way. But they've been small increments at a time. The goal was always to leave the bulk in for sure, 100%. Why? Because I believe in crypto and I don't think we're at the top of the market. I just don't, I don't think that we were, obviously not right now. But I can only tell you guys what I'm doing. We sell at BitBoy Crypto, and I say we as an entity, as an organization, we sell when we need to buy things. We don't sell out of fear. We never have, and we never will. But we also don't want to ride things down to zero, and I don't want you guys to do that either. If you're in a spot where you're over leveraged, you know, where you've got more in crypto than you can afford to lose, then if the market goes back up, any percent over 40K, you should probably considering taking. Somebody said, read that there.
Yeah.
Remembering that it was TJ that called the bottom at $47,000 as I sharpened my pitchforks.
Yeah. I mean, we did. It looked really
good. You said we?
I mean, you agreed with me. You didn't disagree.
Well, I'm just saying everybody in the chat said it was you, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
What a twist of events this
is.
What a plot twist.
And then we thought 43 looked really good. Then last night when you and I were texting, we thought 39 looked strong, and it just keeps blowing past support after support after support all the way down to 29, which, I mean, it was scary watching that this morning.
We were, and you guys will see it on our Hit Network video tomorrow that'll come out. I mean, we just were clenching.
Yeah.
Like, somber mood in the office today, for sure. But we're the people's channel, and we know what you guys are going through because we're going through it too. And so when we say buy the dip, you don't want to buy the dip all the way to the bottom of the market. Like, because then it will get to the bottom, you won't have anything left to buy. There's a difference between entering a bear market and buying the dip. And, you know, in my opinion right now, with this bounce that we've had at least back up to 37, guys, think about this. We saw a $14,000 candle in 24 hours. Now, we thought we'd see that when it was at 120K. We didn't think we'd see it at 40K, 45K, 49K, wherever, 45K. It hit yesterday. So here's my message to you guys, okay? There are some alarming things right now in the market. There are some things that I said, if I saw these things, I would be concerned. And we've now seen them. Over a 40% correction, it's a 55% correction. We didn't see that all throughout the last market, okay? But what I want to show you guys is, let me pull up the new pool here and show you guys this here. Because what I want to show you, God, this new pool is going to crater. What time does the Fear and Greed Index pop up? Because what's funny is the Fear and Greed Index is actually up today from 21 to 23.
No way.
Yeah, but and when it updates in 8 hours, I mean, it's got to plummet. I mean, it updates every 24 hours. But what I want to show you guys on this new pool, pull it off so I can log in real quick. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is the entire history of Bitcoin, okay? Well, this is the entire trackable history of Bitcoin and Bitcoin prices, okay? Now we know for this new pool, when we get in the blue, it collapses, and we have seen a gigantic collapse in the new pool. It will continue to go further. We've not ever hit the blue. We touched the line, but we have not seen us get into the blue yet. Somebody says a pi cycle indicator, and yes, we did look at that. All the other indicators say it's not the top. So we have that one pi cycle top indicator that was created in retrospect to look back, and they picked two different EMA charts, 111 day and I think the 355 day, whatever it is. And the lines crossed, and who knows, it could end up being correct. But what I really want to show you guys here is in 2013, now we didn't have a Bitcoin halving in 2011 and 2012, the first cycle. The Jed said, want therapy, he's here to regulate the chaos. Gas went as high as 1,100 Gwei. Wow, that's crazy. But what I want to show you guys is this. So this right here, and let me do our little trick here where we do the screenshot so I can draw on it. There's got to be a better app for this too, by the way, I think. We should probably look into that. This is where I want a drawing board. I want a drawing board. Can we make that happen?
You mean like a whiteboard behind you?
No, like a digital, like what Steven has.
Yeah. We can do that. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, it would be great. So here's what I want to show you guys, okay? 2013, we're going to spend a little bit of time here, okay? What did that say?
We have 35K in the stream.
35K in the stream.
It's probably
welcome to the stream. That's a new record.
Yeah.
How many likes?
4,000.
4,000. Guys, I know it's... Look,
Not
let me tell you guys what. I will always be here on this channel. The price plummets. Bitcoin goes to zero, which it will never do that. But I will continue to be here, and I will continue to update you guys, okay? It'd be real easy to take a day off work today. Am I right?
Yeah.
But the truth is, I know my role in this community. I know I'm here for you guys, and I want you to know that I'm going to continue to be here for you guys. That's why we don't have a retirement plan here, okay? I even show up decked out in camo, so you only see my head floating, okay? But I appreciate all the support and everybody watching, and I know our role here is to calm your fears. We have to do that on this channel. We have to calm your fears, but we also have to be able to tell you smart strategies in case things go wrong, okay? And we talk about those. It's fun to talk about in the bull market when things are really popping, like, hey, guys, here's what you do. Take some money, put it in real estate. Take some money, buy some assets. Take some money, do this. But you're watching it go up, and you say, God, you know, I put $10,000 into the stock market. Now it's worth $10,500. If I kept it in crypto, it'd be worth 30 or 40 or 50. But this is why you have to do that, okay? So if you like the fact that no matter what I come on this channel and tell you guys what is going on in the market, make sure to smash that like button for us. Let's get those up and do that. So back to this, okay? This is what I want to show you guys. This is the 2013 and 2014 bull market, okay? This is the 2016 and 2017 bull market. This is our current bull market, okay? Now, I want you guys to notice something. During this bull market, okay, there were two peaks and a deep valley in the middle. We're going to look at what those numbers were actually here in a few minutes, okay? But each one of these cycles has its own characteristic, okay? Where's the cowboy hat? I didn't know when I left for work I was going to need the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
There's like 39,000 or 38,000, whatever. So the thing is, this one is known for the two peaks and the valley, okay? That's what this is known for. This part over here, this was considered what they call hyper-Bitcoinization. And Da Vinci, on YouTube, he said, Da Vinci J5, I just call him Da Vinci. He called this hyper-Bitcoinization. He said we could have been going through the same thing at the beginning of this market, okay? But the fact is, that's what this is known for. This one is known for the mainstream mania that came in at the end. This never had a gigantic drop. It never had over a 40% drop during this entire bull market, okay? That's what this one is known for, okay? It's known for consistent under 40% corrections, but a lot of them 30 to 40% corrections. What is this one going to be known for? We don't know yet. Is it going to be known as the shortest bull market in history? Or is it going to be known as the bull market that had the gigantic drop in the middle and recovered like a V? We don't know. We don't know because the history has not been written yet on this bull run. So when we look, and guys, it's been very easy to predict the Bitcoin price throughout the last year. Why? Because it has remained on track, averaged in compared to the last two cycles. Okay? And I've always told you guys, we're going to go with history until it's broken. History may be broken today. And then in the next cycle, we will have a new comparison to look at and look at the average moves between all three. We don't know what this looks like yet, okay? Now, here is a little bit of hopium for you guys when it comes to thinking about Bitcoin and where it's at. And you can go ahead and move to the Bitcoin chart. We'll jump on the chart here in a second. Here's what I want you guys to think about. During this bull market, we had not had over a 28% correction, okay? Most of the corrections we've had, if we were to actually go here to the chart, let me pull it up here. If we go to the actual Bitcoin chart and we were to look, see, we're already at 37.5. I mean, who knows? Guys, we could be back over 40 by the end of the day. Very possible, okay? He's putting $5 on Elon now. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Elron Schmeeds made a heck of a leverage trade today. Mr. Elron Schmeeds. He got liquidated, so he had $1 left in his account. He he did 50x leverage on a $1 trade, and he was up 50%. No, 150%.
Yeah, 100, yeah.
And then he got liquidated the next candle. He lost that dollar. It was embarrassing for everyone involved. ByBit was even embarrassed. They called me. They're like, do you know this guy doing $1 leverage trading? I said, don't beat. Okay, but anyway, the point here is, when we look here at these major corrections we've had this year, over this bull run so far, we've got, let me show you what we've got so far, okay? We had a 20% correction. Let me turn on my little drawing thing here. We had I got to hit I always want to call it a calculator every time. Okay, we had a 18% correction. We did have a 32% correction. So is that right? 32%? Let me zoom in on that a little bit because that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, we have been fairly spoiled this bull run.
Yeah, we haven't had the real big dramatic drop yet. Well, we have now.
Yeah, I was going to say, now we probably have.
So it was 28%, but then actually it did end up bottoming. It did go 31.6%, okay? The next one we had, 26%. The next one, 18%. The next one, 28%. And then this, well, but really you could actually consider from the top, still in the midst of this. If you go there, it's 54% correction since all-time high. So here's your hopium here, okay? Is that in the last cycle, we got consistent 35 to 40% corrections, okay? In this one, we've been spoiled with the corrections. We've only had one that was over 30%. It was 32%. We've had a 28%, and you guys saw the rest, 20, 25%. The average has been lower this time, okay? So maybe this is a result, this 55% dump is a result of kind of that built up pressure waiting for that one big wick down in order to push out all the weak hands. And there's one thing for sure. Weak hands are gone today. If you are still in crypto, congratulations, you have strong hands. I don't want to say diamond hands because that's what Elon says. Look, diamond hands for nerds, okay? We say hands of steel around here.
Hands of steel?
Yeah. That's what we said until the Wall Street Bets crowd came in and ruined crypto for us. So, just saying. I'm just saying. And Dave Portnoy out there whining like a little biatch about crypto being down. You want a top signal? Dave jumping into crypto.
I was just say, he might be the bad luck. Last time he bought Bitcoin, it just dumped immediately, and then he comes out and does that emergency press conference, and then we get the biggest correction we've had this whole cycle. Whatever. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. We appreciate you. Let me see how far back this Bitstamp one goes. 2013. Oh, no, I need to turn that off real quick. Turn that off. Okay.
What are you going back to? You're looking at 2013 trying to?
Yeah, trying to. There we go. Okay, there it is. So I want to go back and show you guys the correction in 2013. Okay. Now, to put into perspective, we actually looked at this morning. And when it comes to these types of corrections, okay, the one we're going to look at in 2013, it basically the correction lasted 3 months, and then it took 4 months to get back to until it peaked, okay? So this is 2013 to 2014. There we go. Nope, that's just 2013. Let me go in a little bit closer here, move it back. Okay, here's 2013 and 2014. Now, we got to go all the way down here to find the freaking price. Where is it? Oh, God, you can't even see it. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So tiny. So tiny. Okay, so. Here it is. This is the bull market. This is it right here, guys. Okay? Now, what you're going to notice is this doesn't look like, when you look back here at this, it doesn't look that bad. You know, it doesn't look that bad. But in reality, this was very bad. So let's zoom in on this thing and let's take a look.
There it is.
These freaking yellow lines. I hate them so much. Okay, let's put this into perspective. Okay. So the market went up.
Wow, look at those candles.
It basically went up from $16 all the way to $257. Okay, somebody said sell in May, walk away. That was Crypto Face's thing. He said, I talked to Crypto Face this morning. He said, I made $1 million shorting Bitcoin. I said, that's nice. That's nice, CF. That's nice. I'm going to keep some of that conversation myself. But still love Crypto Face. Still love Market Cipher. We're good friends. It went all the way up $257 for a gain of 2,000%. Okay. Now, what did it do after that? How dramatic was the drop in the middle of this bull market? Okay. Look at that. 83% drop, 82% drop.
That's insane.
82% drop in 6 days. 6 days. Is that true? Did the stock market crash this morning?
I mean, I think everything was taking a hit. I mean, but not. I don't know what a crash is. It's like 1%, I think.
Is it like 0.3%?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
I'm not seeing anything that says
nothing crazy. I mean,
they wouldn't call it a crash because they're
NASDAQ is down 0.9%.
Ah! So is it just on sale or is it starting the bear market? I guess is what you're saying, not bull market. Thank you for that, Marcus super chat. Well, that's the question. That's what we have to figure out. That's what we have to figure out. Are we? Oh my God. PU55Y. What is that? Sounds like an interesting project. I'm just kidding. It doesn't sound interesting. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah. I got this is not going to a good place here. Okay. When homeless.
Maybe
God,
today.
It does feel like 2018 all over again.
It does.
Guys, this was an 83% drop in 6 days. Okay. So we do have precedent. Yeah, if you own Tesla, sell the out of it. F Tesla. Here's the thing. Elon Musk comes in looking like a hero. And all the gains from those Tesla buys have been completely wiped out. This guy,
well, and
gotta be careful what I say about this guy. I don't want to get kicked off for saying violent things because I want to say violent things.
Here's the question. Like you said, they came in, they bought Bitcoin, right? They see a huge run up, made billions of dollars, way more than they've ever made selling cars in just a few months. Now he comes out flooding Bitcoin, pushing the price down. Right about the time it bottoms, he comes out with a tweet saying Tesla has diamond hands. Do you think we're going to hear Tesla bought more Bitcoin on this dip? Like he pushed it down and now they've got a better entry back?
No, he can't. He can't buy Bitcoin. He can't buy more Bitcoin at this point. After what he said about it not being environmentally friendly and that they're not going to, that they're no longer going to be taking Bitcoin for Teslas, he can't buy Bitcoin now. There will be riots in the street. I wish his board would overthrow him. That's what they should do. They should get him out of there. He's bad. He's bad for their brand, 100%. This guy, and you saw the story about Michael Burry.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you.
Yeah, shorting Tesla.
Yeah,
going to be a good move. But the only thing that really kind of bothers me is, about it is that now it would appear that the price of Tesla is associated with the price of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, they have all that on their balance sheets, then Tesla should go up with it, I think. Right? I'm not sure how the stock market works. I'm not a stonks guy. We tried that. It ain't for us.
It's too slow.
It's too slow. You know? But
we're here for these 50% dips.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're here. We love this. No, we don't love this. I don't love it because of you, but I mean, we're still here. We're still breathing. And look, there is precedent for this. There's precedent for this big of a drop in a bear market. Or in a bull market. Somebody said musty who. FX Head said that Tesla bought at 34K. Let me tell you who I won't ever believe again. Any media source that says someone bought Bitcoin before it comes out. Yeah. I'll never believe it again. So we won't do that. We're not going to do that on this channel. Cortezi bouncing back nicely. Love the BitBoy shade today. BitBoy shade comes through every day. Okay, we're just like under a shady tree. It's hard to see where I'm at because I'm in camo. You guys get that? Okay, so let's look at what happened and how things played out after this. It took 6 days for it to bottom And then it took another... Are those daily candles? Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like you're on the 1 day.
208 days to get to a new all-time high. That ain't good.
No,
That's like 6 months, 7 months. A lot of people have been talking about a scenario where we do see consolidation until some people are saying October. I don't know. I tend to believe we are going to see more of a V shape here. If this is not the end, I think we're going to see a V shape. I don't think that we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see very long consolidation here.
Yeah,
what do you think?
No, I would agree with that. I think that consolidation, like all the way to October, that's way too long.
That's way too long.
I don't think we could do that. And another thing that's interesting or something to keep in mind is these aren't exact. Like people talk about a 4-year cycle. It's approximately 4 years. It's not exactly 4 years. So if there was, it's
like
not
3 years and 10 months, actually.
Right. So each time we're losing a couple months, which is why it's starting earlier and earlier. So you can't look at this dip May 2013 to October and completely match it up exactly month to month. It's more like we should get going in like July or something like that compared to what was October back then. So
somebody in the chat said that when I said, if this is not the end, then I'm not sounding very optimistic. Guys, I'm not going to come on here and lie to you.
Yeah, we got to be real.
Got to be real about this. I'm not, we talked to Ian this week about this when he was here, Ian Bellino, about 2017, and he said it on our stream. He said a lot of the people who were making content right there, they were out of touch with what was going on in reality because, guys, I still make money. We lost $10 million. I didn't make $10 million yesterday, but we have YouTube ad money, we have sponsorship money, we have referral money, we have private sales that are still coming in. Like, we still are making money. There's money to be made here, okay? And what happens is when you get on this side of things, when you're on the inside of things and you're still making money and everybody else is losing money, but it's still to your advantage to say, oh, but still buy and go up and do this, and here's this sponsor video, and here's this referral link, go click on this. And everybody just loses. Now, with like a ByBit referral link, you guys can short the market if you think it's going down. So that is a little bit different than telling people to, go buy all these coins on all these exchanges and stuff like they were doing then. But I'm telling you guys, that's my worst fear on this channel. That's my worst fear is we do that, and we will not do that. We will not lie to you. So I've got to keep it real about what's going on here. So they said, let me go check Jacob Canfield's Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jacob Canfield is a good friend of mine. Haven't talked to him here in a few months, but I have met him. I actually was with him the day that I went full-time in crypto. How about that?
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. He said, posted last night at 10 p.m. by an insider about dumping Bitcoin on coordinated FUD to liquidate a stakeholder. Wow. Look at this. Says, this may have some bad language in it, so sorry. Hey guys, insider here. For those of you, what is C-Anon here? The C-Anon. It's crypto anon, guys. For those of you, I'm just going to wear a giant shirt that says C all the time, For those of you that are not busy moo bobo LARPing, I don't know what that is, thank God, and paying attention, there will be another announcement from China soon. Picture is semi-related. Can't tell you guys what firm I work for, but it's massive and it's working with the PRC, that's People's Republic of China, I believe. Purpose of today's press release, alongside all the FUD posting, is to get BTC as low as it can get before 7 a.m. UCT. Can you do a time check on that? Yep. See what time that is in EST? First, there will be a coordinated sell-off to drop the prices below a certain threshold and liquidate one certain stakeholder. Can't outright say who he is, but he bought a lot at the dip that he was partly responsible for. You saying Elon? Is this Elon? Once liquidated, the plan is then to buy up all the reserves and essentially leave him bankrupted. Well, that's certainly not Elon. He won't be bankrupted. If you guys want to get rich, grab some coffee and watch the big dip. Once that happens, things are going to get green really fast. We project 70K.
So that would be 7 a.m. UTC is 3 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, then let's look at the chart here.
Well, I don't
see when that was. at 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. it was dropping like crazy. I do know that because I had woke up at 3. Am I in? What year am I in?
I was gonna say I think you might still have a ways to go.
No, not that far though. I'm almost there. I can't find the prices though. They're too high.
There you go.
No, there. Oh, found it. Found it. There we go, boys. There we go. Found it. Yeah, my dog pooped in our room at 3 a.m. and ate it. So that was real. That was
wow.
That was a big crisis.
That should have been an omen.
That was an omen. Odie Wilbs, come on. What is wrong with you?
He was trying to warn you.
And then he got up in the bed and tried to lick us. And I was like, oh, God, no. I'm serious. That was a bad.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it was a bad moment. Let me tell you, I love bulldogs, but they are disgusting. They are the grossest animals. Like, they're the grossest dogs for sure. But they're so ugly, they're cute. But, you know, a trick if your dog eats poop is to make him eat pineapple. He had been doing pretty good, and we got away from it. Now we got to go back to the pineapple.
What is the pineapple?
That is not a swinger innuendo for you, creeper. Well, no, I'm sorry. No offense if you are a swinger. I don't want to call you a creeper, but sorry, that was bad. Sorry. I know there's a lot of people who are into that, okay? I'm not. We want you swingers watching the channel. You'd make great swing traders. God loves everyone, okay? That's what I want to say. Okay, so this is on the, let's go to the hourly and see when 3 a.m. was here. Yeah, I mean, that was really when it did start dumping pretty hard. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that is legit? That that's really what's going on and that we're going to bounce back? It's just, look, guys.
Well, do you want to touch on some of the insider stuff you were hearing about too? Like,
yeah, for sure. Somebody said the upside down pineapple.
Oh boy.
I don't care how y'all do it. Okay. Family friendly, y'all.
Oh no.
Keep that connotation in context too. Okay, so the thing is that I have a good friend of mine, okay? This is a guy I work with. I do a lot of, deals with. He's somebody I know. Somebody you guys would know, but I'm going to say who it is, right? Keep stuff confidential. It's just a private conversation we had. That's the only reason. Not that anything was wrong with it. And he told me, he said, this was, I think it was last Monday. It was. He said, hey, I need to let you know there's a lot of big money that's pulling out of the market right now. He said he didn't know exactly what it was or what was happening, but there were a lot of people that get in these sales, a lot of venture capitalists that were pulling their money out, their founders' tokens, all kinds of stuff at alarming rates. And that it was very possible that we were about to see a mini bear market. And I laughed. I said, no, but I know the guy and I trust him. But, you know, guys, there's a lot of people that have been wrong about different things from time to time. I mean, look at CryptoFace. CryptoFace shorted the crap out of it just now. But he was, along with the rest of us a month ago, saying it's going to go straight to 70 to 80K, you know. And it topped out at 65, and then it dumped. And CryptoFace is right most of the time. But whenever you know someone that's not right 100% of the time, which is literally every person you know, your internal bias is going to make you lean to the side of maybe this time he's wrong. Maybe this is the time that he's wrong. And so when I saw this guy tell me this, I said, now I didn't want to come out and scare the audience because I didn't believe it myself. But now we're seeing there was something to that. And what does that tell you though? Okay. When there's someone that calls, somebody said Bill Gates calls it again. Where's my apology? No. When there's someone that tells me this information and is seeing it this visible, that a lot of people are doing this, what does that say when a lot of people are doing it at one time? They know something's coming. Mm-hmm. Did any of us predict this? No. What do we predict? Elon coming out and talking about, Bitcoin being bad for the environment? Did we predict that Facebook and Walmart were going to be fed lies that they bought Bitcoin, and both of them at the same time, within 2 weeks of each other, are going to come out and say we didn't do it? No. It says there's something coordinated going on with the big money. Guys, don't fool yourselves. There is manipulation in this space, okay? But there's too much upside right now. Sometimes you just got to go back to what you know. Because while we believe about this bull market, we believe that we're still going to kick along. That's what I do believe. I do believe that. I will be shocked if this is the end. I really will be. I'll be shocked because it's not time. It's not time. There will be an end to it. Now, how silly do the people look that were telling you there will definitely never be a bull market or a bear? There will never be a bear market. You see how quick it happens.
Yeah.
It can happen this quick, but the timing is wrong. All of the top and bottom indicators outside of the Pi cycle top indicator, none of them are saying that this is the top. Okay. So there's so much evidence pointing to it's not the top that I can feel confident in saying most things are lining up saying it's not. If this was September, if this was August, I'd be telling you get out. If this was August, I'd be saying get out. But it's not, okay? And so the thing you got to keep in mind here is that we don't think that that was top. I forgot, where was I going with that?
I mean, we were looking at the 2013 cycle. You were looking at the middle. I'm not sure exactly how you were going to bring that back.
At least you were paying attention.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
Yeah, it was good. Because you're looking to me for guidance now, right?
Sure.
Thank you, TJ.
Yeah.
Thank you. But there was something coming. There was something that looked like it was coordinated coming. I didn't know what it was, but here it is. If somebody remembers where I was going with that.
I think it was basically the fact that if, we had Jacob Canfield talking about an insider having some kind of information that this is going to be a coordinated FUD attack to try to push the price down to a certain level for accumulation. You're hearing from another insider there could be some coordinated FUD to push the price down. VC are pulling their money out, preparing
I remember where
for
I
this.
was going.
Okay.
I remember where I was going.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you for that, TJ.
You're welcome. I got you.
Is that when we are going through this, okay, I can tell you what I believe and what I think, okay? There's no way this should be the end of the market. But when you look at the charts and you get inside the moment and you're watching that candle go down, okay, you got to sit there and say to yourself, am I wrong? Am I just totally wrong about all this? And that's when you have to go back to what you know, okay? Citibank, talking about a $400,000 or $318,000 Bitcoin this year. The rainbow chart, the stock to flow chart, okay? None of those are showing that this is going to be the end. You got to get outside of this moment where it feels like the sky is falling, and you have to look at the fundamentals of what we know. Look at how much Michael Saylor just bought another $10,000 or another 10,000 Bitcoin. He now owns 111,000 Bitcoin, okay? He got an average buy of 33,000 or 32,000?
Well played.
Well played. Well played, Michael. Well played. Keep on sailing, okay? So you got to get out and you got to look at the bigger picture of things. That's just what you have to do. And we'll go ahead now and just kind of get into some of these stories. Somebody said a lot of people are saying Peter Schiff. Who cares about Peter Schiff? Mm-hmm. But if y'all want to see it, I'll look it up because now you just piqued my interest.
Poor Eddie Parrott said he doesn't even have enough to super chat anymore.
Dang. I only got $4.99. Where's Cupid? Yeah. Let's see. Today should finally settle the debate.
Oh, gosh.
Bitcoin is not a safe haven, inflation hedge, or store of value asset similar to gold. It's highly speculative digital token that trades with blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody, like you said, why do you care?
His brand is anti-Bitcoin.
Right. And he's going to ignore all facts and figures to the contrary and just use flawed logic, fallacies to just keep berating us with his line of thinking over and over and over and over and over, regardless of any facts. It's just, it's annoying.
This guy's Nancy Pelosi or whoever the Republican equivalent is. They come out, they just spin everything. They spin everything to make it look like they're right. I don't even know who's the Republican Nancy Pelosi these days. I don't even know.
I don't do politics.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know who it is. I should tell you everything right there. The fact is, these people, they just spin stuff. And Peter Schiff, that's what he spins. All he is anti-Bitcoin. That's literally it. Okay? So he's grown faster by talking bad about Bitcoin than anything else he's ever done. Because there's only 7 gold bugs in the world to follow him. So he's got all the Bitcoin people to follow him now. How many people we got watching right now?
We have about 46,500 all-time record by a long shot.
I'm nervous.
12,500 likes.
This is the most people that have ever been watching me at one time.
Really? Yeah. I guess that's true.
Yeah. Well, one time at Falcons game, I did get on the jumbotron and did this move.
So
because white people love to dance on the jumbotron. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I would never dance on the jumbotron, but I am white.
The most people ever watching, and they can't even see you. It's amazing.
You know what? Isn't that my life?
Yeah.
I finally get to the top and nobody can even
see.
If I cover my hands, you definitely won't be able to see.
Just a floating head.
Well, they thought I was camouflaged the other day when I had the pink shirt on. They said I looked naked.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, guys, also on Twitter, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. We're at 368.1 thousand. There is no reason in the world why Peter Schiff should have more followers than we have. That's a joke. So if you hate Peter Schiff and you like Bitcoin, you like crypto, make sure to come follow me on Twitter. And guys, I am going to say the person they are trying to liquidate might be Kim Jong-un. Random guess has no backing. Well, I guess it's una posibilidad.
Yeah.
That was Spanish, y'all.
That is definitely a random guess.
Yeah, definitely. And guys, we do have look, here's the thing. If you do want to, if you're interested in shorting or longing Bitcoin, if you think it's a bottom or you think we're going down further, you guys can do that with ByBit or FEMEX. We got full reviews, written reviews coming out on these soon. They got really big deposit bonuses, but don't lose your money, guys. That's what I want to say. But if you want to use Market Cipher, what we use to time the markets, which I haven't been doing a lot of trading lately, thank God, because I would have been losing after losing after losing. You guys make sure to go ahead and click here. Now, if I paid attention and followed Market Cipher, CryptoFace just made another $1 million trade. He shorted Bitcoin and made $1 million. I will not short Bitcoin until we actually get to what is a confirmed bear market. But I don't know if I will then either, because, when does it really confirm? I don't know. I just don't like shorting Bitcoin. I don't like it. It's like betting against my main asset, and I don't like that. But maybe I'll do it. We'll see. But people can certainly do it if you want to. You guys can sign up there for that. All right, let's get into this, though. Peter Brandt calling the top is big. I'm just going to run through these stories real quick, and then we'll get to the China story. Peter Brandt calling the top is Bitcoin plunges to 40K. Will it see $16,000? Now, if 65K was a top, $15,000 don't seem that far away, really. It doesn't seem that bad at this point. But guys, this is a guy who's already said he doesn't care what Bitcoin is. He says that it could be, Bitcoin could go pop. He says Bitcoin has just as good of a chance going to zero as it has going to 100K. Not a guy who I really like at all. He's another one of these guys that has an incredible haircut. I love to make fun of people's haircuts. Faded Polo says he wants an apology, and he's being very persistent about it. What did I ever say about Bill Gates? He says that Bill Gates called the top. Okay. When Bill Gates comes out against Bitcoin, that's usually a good sign. Yep. So I don't know. So anyways, he thinks it could go down to 16. It's weird, though. When is this? This goes back to 2019. He's trying to compare the summer of 2019 move to now. I don't think that's relevant at all.
It's not. That's what's frustrating about Peter Schiff and people like Peter Brandt. Like, he's going to pull the data he needs to make his case, but it's anybody who looks at this can clearly say that's not relevant to what's happening now.
Not at all.
Not even close.
So I don't even want to give him credibility.
Yeah.
Let's just move straight to the China story. Somebody said they wanted me to check out the overall market cap. It's at 1.665. We picked up 200 billion in the last hour, I think. This was down to 1.4 trillion. Wow. Meaning that we had lost 1.1 trillion dollars off the market in a week.
That 24 volume's up though.
The volume just shot up. It was at 220 billion, I believe, about an hour and a half ago. What does that tell you? Mm-hmm. Let's see. There is no way, I don't think, to go shorter than that. Bitcoin dominance was at 45% this morning. It's now back down to 41.6. So very interesting stuff there. We're just kind of all over the place today, guys, because this is obviously such a big day, and it's constantly moving. So let's see. It bottomed out at. Is there no number with this? Looks like it bottomed out at about 1.4 trillion. And now it's back up to about, is that right? 1.75 trillion? I can't keep up with it right now. But this is the total market cap. Look at that dump at the end of that. That's so dramatic. Wow. All right. Let's get into the China story. Where are we at here? Bitcoin's obstacles mount amid China cryptocurrency warning. Bitcoin has been volatile so far this year. Bitcoin is always volatile. Bitcoin and other major cryptos slumped after the People's Bank of China conveyed a statement reiterating the digital tokens can't be used as a form of payment. I gotta take this off. It's getting too hot in here. I got my UFC shirt on. Now I'm ready to fight, y'all. I'm ready. This is why I told you I wear this shirt. People confuse me for a professional UFC fighter. So, hey, I don't know who we're fighting, but we're fighting somebody soon, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Huh?
Maybe.
There's no maybe. I got Fist of Fury. I need to take it out on somebody. Let me tell you, after today, I'm definitely fighting somebody. I don't know who it is. So, the largest token fell below 40,000 for the first time since early February, dropping as much as 10% to, this is yesterday, dropped to 38,000. Oh, what a dip. On Wednesday, it continued a week-long slide sparked by Elon Musk's back-and-forth comments on Tesla's holding of the coin. Once again, guys, remember where all this started. Guys, of course we all loved him when he bought Bitcoin, but he's a traitor. He's a traitor. This guy's a traitor, okay? He's a traitor to his country. He's a traitor to Bitcoin. He's a traitor to Tesla. He's a traitor to basically anyone. This guy is playing on his own field. He doesn't care about anybody. That's what pisses me off about this guy. It's all for the betterment of mankind, environment, space. What a biatch, this Elon Musk. I hate this guy. This is the latest chapter of China tightening the news. And somebody made this comment. They said, last week everybody loved him. Yeah, we all loved him before he came out and showed his true colors. Right? Isn't that how it usually works? Somebody comes off as nice and good and beneficial and doing great things until you find out what they're really doing. So, there you go, Eddie. This is the latest chapter of China's tightening the news around crypto, said Antony Trenchev, managing partner and co-founder of Nexo in London, a crypto lender. They just want caution, said Bobby Lee. Not Bobby from... no, that's Bobby Hill I'm thinking of. Never mind. Bobby Lee is also a comedian, a different one, right? He was on Mad TV. Yeah, Tiger Belly. Yeah.
Bobby Lee's Charlie in this.
Yeah, this is Charlie Lee's brother.
Yeah,
correct. They feel the market is overhyped. They're speculative trading. They're looking out for the best interests of the people. It's no surprise to me as Chinese capital controls can be challenged by crypto purchases in the country and transfers out of the country. So avoiding use of them in the country is essential to maintaining capital controls. The only tolerable digital currency to a government with strong capital controls is their own CBDC. That's what we talked about yesterday. We talked about this last night on Around the Blockchain. That's what Diana from Unstoppable Podcast said. She's great, by the way.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Mm-hmm. We'd already had Rice and Jeb on. We know they're great. So we got so many great people that come on that show. If you guys are missing Around the Blockchain at 5, you're really missing out. Many chartists and technical analysts are looking at Bitcoin's 14-day relative strength index, which entered oversold levels Tuesday, as well as the 200-day moving average around 39,800. Breaching the 200 DMA could mean it drops to 30,000, where it's previously found support. So we already know that. Somebody was saying they wanted to look at market Cipher and seeing if it was showing. Yeah, there was definitely manipulation. Had to be. Yeah, that's the hour chart right there. You guys see it. There it is. Boom. Right there. Let's see. 4-hour chart. Boom, boom, boom. That was leading us into yesterday. Even on the 8-hour chart, it's showing this.
Oh.
Not on the daily chart, but now, wait, on the daily chart, very interesting. Our bearish number has now gone down to 8. It went from 11.9, 11.8. So, meaning this could be exhausted. We could be finding a bottom. And also, guys, I did want to point this out to you guys. If you guys are looking to long Bitcoin, if you're looking for a spot to long it from, guys, look what we've got that's developed right here, okay? This means we will officially have the first large green dot on Bitcoin on the daily chart. Oh, you can't see it there, I just realized. There. Since September.
Oof.
Since September, okay? Well, I tell you what. These frogs out here. These frogs, they're just hopping from lily pad to lily pad, selling Bitcoin every time they jump. Can't trust the frogs. Tell you what, rip off my shirt. So I do want to point that out. Guys, the China stuff's so stupid. I mean, seriously, I mean, do people pay attention to this kind of stuff? Well, let me tell you who may pay attention to it, Asia. I don't pay attention to it. It don't have any effect on my daily life other than half of my net worth. But, yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about this Blockfi Snafu.
Can you drag that back down?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. TJ's always talking about drag. I'm not trying to get into it. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. I know someone personally that this happened to. Okay. So I found out about this in a really weird way. I'm not going to say who the person is or how I know the person or whatever, but
yeah, this is wild.
This is wild, guys. I know somebody that this actually happened to, and through a third party, they got in touch with me and asked me what I thought they should do. I'm not going to tell you what I thought they should do, because now here's my advice to people that were involved in this. Now, here's what's crazy. There's less than 100 people that this happened to, and I know one of them. That's wild.
That is wild. And
I actually knew about this days ago, but I told him I wouldn't talk about it because I didn't want to put a spotlight on the whole thing. But now that it's out, there's a story about it. I'll give you guys some kind of generalities about it. I said, look, if you got a bunch of free Bitcoin, hey.
Well, why don't you tell people what happened first?
Yeah. Blockfi botches promo with outsized Bitcoin reward payments. The crypto lender is working. Thank you, Miguel. He says the best crypto asset community. Make sure to smash the like button, everybody. How many likes do we have?
We have 15,000.
That's a new record.
Yeah. New records across the board.
Yep. And guys, this is what's so confusing. There's more interest than ever right now. Our numbers have ticked up the last 2 weeks. Insane. Now, you can make the arguments because people want to know what to do. But usually, after that first day of excitement when stuff drops, the numbers taper off. But we haven't been seeing that. All right, so crypto lender is working with clients to recover overpayments. Here's what happened. They sent out a bunch of bonuses to the wrong addresses. And they sent way too much.
Big bonuses.
Yeah. They meant to send like $175 to somebody. And instead, they sent 175 Bitcoin.
Jeez. That'd be nice.
Promotional period. Also, by the way, Blockfi, my source is anonymous. So if you come after me asking who it is, I'll just tell you I made it up. On May 14th, we like Blockfi though. They tweeted there was an issue. I don't blame them for trying to get the money back. It said some clients who participated in the March trading promotion may see an inaccurate bonus payment displayed in their transaction history. Our team is working on a fix, and the proper amounts will be reflected shortly. But not everyone seems to have gotten the message. So they're sending threatening legal actions to people. And there was actually a tweet about this. I can't remember who put it out. Oh, it was Don Alt. Let me pull up this tweet.
Oh, yeah.
So they sent way too much Bitcoin to people. Oh, you sent it to me, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. I don't mind old Don Alt. I don't think he's ever attacked me before. I think he's all right. You guys go give this guy a follow. I'll follow him. There you go.
A lot of good information for sure.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good information. He used to have Donald Duck as his avatar, and I think he said they were going to sue him or something over it. So
he also used to, and I don't know if he still does this, rotate it. So like if the duck was facing up, he was bullish. If the duck was upside down, he was bearish. If it was sideways, he was confused.
Huh. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I've never had any bad interactions with this guy, so I kind of like him. Let's see. Where is it? Because he talks about the situation.
It was somewhere in the replies.
Was it a reply? Because it's a great tweet.
Let me find it. Hold on.
Tweets and replies. Okay. He tweets a lot, I think. Oh, we haven't got that far yet. Okay, let me tell you what he said. I'll tell you what he said in general.
It was 7 hours ago.
7 hours ago. Okay, I can't find it. So what he said is, here's what could happen. Somebody takes their money out. They get all this extra Bitcoin. They take their money. They move it into another account. They sell it, okay? And they've got, let's say, $500,000 when it was at 50K, if they had 10, okay? And then at that point, BlockFi sues them. They have to pay for the lawsuit, and then they have to give them the original amount of Bitcoin, which 10 Bitcoin... well, right now that may not be looking like a bad deal for those people, okay? But let's say Bitcoin goes up to 100,000. Now you got to pay back $1 million and you've had to pay legal costs, and you only got 500,000 out. So you could be at a big loss is the point. So what I told this person is I said, look, because this person had already moved some of the Bitcoin. Not all of it. The vast majority of it went back. BlockFi reversed the transaction, but he had sent some out. He or she had sent out some. And this person said, I told him, I said, look, just put it on a ledger, okay? Just put it on a ledger and then wait and see what happens. You know, if you get sued, once it's on a ledger, you have the ability to make the decision yourself on what you want to do, right? Because let me tell you what, BlockFi, I love you, okay? But I've sent a lot of transactions to the wrong place. You guys know what?
That's it.
Never got a dime of it back.
Yep.
Not a dime. You guys know, if you guys remember, I sent $3,000 to the small love potion contract address on accident. They said, sorry. They said they couldn't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. I don't think they could. I've also sent to the wrong address before. And the fact is, you don't get it back. So why do they get these protections and we don't? Blockchain, you can't reverse blockchain. That's the whole point. But yet the centralized entity can do that. And so I think this has just brought up some questions about, you know, how we need to handle things like this. I just would rather people like understand custodianship. Put the ball in your court so you decide what you want to do. Okay? You want to take $1 million and sell it all and move to another country and see if you can live forever? That's on you. You want to play nice with them? You want to send it back? That's on you. You want to wait and see how the legal process, you want to see maybe how their lawsuits with other people go and set a precedent for you to decide what to do? Is in your court. That's what crypto's about.
Yeah.
And so BlockFi should understand that. That's what I would say.
I saw another funny comment about it too that was like, I wonder how all the people whose Bitcoin that was, like, they've given their Bitcoin to BlockFi to let them earn interest, and now they've accidentally just dispersed it all. You know, that makes people think twice now before maybe depositing your stuff on BlockFi and locking it up.
It's a big snafu.
It's really big, because assuming if they can't get this stuff back, what are they, just out of luck? You know, these other investors that have given them hundreds or thousands. Oh boy,
that's blood.
Looks like
blood,
you're.
tears.
Maybe you can't milk me, but looks like a little.
Looks like a little teat spillage. Looks like a little teat spillage. Okay. I don't know if there's any coming back from that. Hold on, let me just.
There you go.
Okay, guys. So it's ridiculous. I spilled some energy drink on my shirt. Who cares? Guy, I would say this. These people, some of these people got millions of dollars.
Yeah, huge amounts.
Huge amounts. So,
the difference.
Imagine if you had $10 million, you took that, you cashed it out, you got the money, then they would never see you again.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, look, guys, we want to do the honest thing. We want it, like, I want people to be honest in this. And if, you know, if it comes out that, you know, through these lawsuits that you have a legal responsibility, something you signed, that you got to give it back, then, you know, you should probably do that. But I just think I would rather you make the decision instead of somebody else.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's talk about this. Hackers behind Colonial Pipeline attack reportedly received $90 million in Bitcoin before shutting down. Now, this is wild. Why would they take Bitcoin?
Yeah. I don't
Why
know.
would they not take Monero?
No clue.
This is going to be traceable. DarkSide, the hacker group behind the Colonial ransomware attack, received $90 million in Bitcoin ransom payments, according to the blockchain sleuth Elliptic. Now, this may not have all been from that attack. Says they received $90 million in Bitcoin before shutting down last week. Colonial Pipeline was hit with a devastating cyber attack earlier this month that forced the company to shut down approximately 5,500 miles of pipeline in the United States, crippling gas delivery systems in southeastern states. The FBI blamed the attack on DarkSide, a cyber criminal gang based in Eastern Europe, and Colonial reportedly paid a $5 million ransom to the group. DarkSide operates what's known as ransomware as a service. You guys still using PCs, huh? Meaning the hackers develop and market ransomware tools and sell them to other criminals who then carry out attacks. Ransomware is a type of malicious software that's designed to block access to a computer system. And you don't hear about this happening to Macs. That's what I'm going to say. That's one reason why I don't understand how you can be in crypto and you can use a PC. I don't get it. Because yes, technically, there are ways to hack a Mac. But if you're a hacker and you got all this low-hanging fruit everywhere, let me put a keylogger here, let me put, Trojan horse here, let me do this. Why would you go all the way out of your way to attack a Mac when it's almost impossible? It's possible. But anyways, they said dark side is the CIA. Don't be fooled. Well, there's some weird stuff going on. I'll say that.
Well, and it is also interesting. We talked on Around the Blockchain last week. We've got all this different FUD going on. You know, we had China, we had price, you know, energy, all this different FUD, all the same narratives we've heard over and over and over. And then we even said, like, oh, you know what's coming next week? We're going to hear about a big crime ring that takes Bitcoin to make it seem like only criminals use it. And, you know, obviously everybody's attention's focused on this pipeline. Shocker that there's a story saying it's all about Bitcoin.
We're back at 38.6, by the way.
Hey.
38.6.
Feeling better.
Feeling a little better. Man, I tell you what, that was not pretty this morning. The question is this a dead cat bounce?
Yep.
Guys, think about this. This is a $10,000 candle almost. Not just on the way back up. On the way back up in the last few hours. Ooh, look at them sweat stains, man. Oh, I spilled the Bang up there, too. I was using, yeah, man, I'm so manly, I use Bang as deodorant.
Got that cotton candy pits, huh?
Cotton candy pits, I'll tell you what. Guys, we're transparent on this channel. Yeah. We also use transparent deodorant. Okay. CNBC has an article about Elon now tweeting diamond hands from about an hour ago. Yeah, Elon tweeted out Tesla has diamond hands. I am so sick of this diamond hands crap. That's a meme for you to lose your money. That's what it is. That's what it's been ever since they came out with it. In a blog post Tuesday, Elliptic said DarkSide and its affiliates bagged at least $90 million in Bitcoin ransom payments over the past 9 months from 47 victims. The average payment from organizations was likely $1.9 million. Now, if you didn't know this, what happens is this ransomware is more expensive to try to reverse and to fix than to just pay the amount. They find a number where they know it's cheap enough that they'll pay it because they're going to pay twice as much to fix it. So, it says to our knowledge, this analysis includes all payments made to DarkSide. However, further transactions may yet to be uncovered. Figures should be considered a lower bound. So there's probably much more. Over 90 million total haul, 15.5 went to the developer, while 74.7 million went to its affiliates. Wow, how do they know all this? Here it is. Bitcoin's gained a reputation for its criminal activity the same week.
It's just, this is not an accident.
Yeah. So I had actually seen a TikTok. Now, I don't know if this is true, okay? But my mom actually sent me a TikTok about, if you think I'm too old for TikTok. My mother sends me TikToks. How about that? Because she likes to see her TikTok superstar son. That's what it is. So anyway, so she sent me a video of a guy explaining how they figured out that, now I don't know if this is true, it's not confirmed, because just a guy on TikTok, just like me. He said that actually the $90 million in Bitcoin that was in the wallet just got hacked by another hacking group. I said, that ain't an inside job. I don't know who it is. Somebody probably, inside the organization hacked it, I would say. But guys, why? Like, think about this. Somebody says the CIA. Okay, I'm not saying it is the CIA. I don't know for sure, but I'm telling you this. Any hacking organization would know that Bitcoin is extremely traceable. Now, you can put it through a mixer. I guess maybe that's what they're doing, but it'd be a lot easier, just like the Twitter hacker did about a year ago, take it in Monero. Take it in a privacy coin that's not traceable, and you don't have to put it through a mixer. So I don't know. It's just weird to me that they took Bitcoin, because a good hacker would know, a high-level hacker like this should know how traceable Bitcoin is. Was that your thought as well?
Yeah.
So the new OCC chief, this is the guy that replaced Brian Brooks. We created an office, or it says the new chief signals greater caution on crypto. Big surprise. Bunch of hippies. We created an office of innovation, updated the framework for chartering national banks and trust companies, and interpreted crypto custody services. It's part of the business of banking. I've asked staff to review these actions. You know what's funny is they put the former. They put Brian Brooks up there. He's now in charge of Binance US.
They probably don't have a new picture yet.
Yeah. The U.S. office, or the OCC, will review its crypto-related guidance. Much of the OCC's crypto guidance was issued under Brian Brooks. Marked what may have seemed like a watershed moment for crypto industry's acceptance from the broader banking sector. But you know what y'all did? You removed him because Orange Coin bad. At the OCC, the focus has been on encouraging responsible innovation. For instance, we created an Office of Innovation, updated the framework for chartering international banks and trust companies, and interpreted crypto custody services as part of the business of banking. I've asked staff to review these actions. Hasu, I guess that's, or probably just Sue, said that he intends to keep, that's a he? I thought it said Michelle. Is that what it said? What's the name? Oh, Michael. I read Michelle. It's Michael. It is Michael Sue. He said he intends to keep an open mind, but is committed to ensuring banks remain safe for consumers. If you don't know, the OCC basically is in charge of all banks. That's what it is. Technology is rapidly affecting the financial system with online lenders, yada, yada, yada. Just a bunch of FUD here. I expect any fintechs that the OCC charters to address the financial needs of consumers and businesses in a fair and equitable manner and support the important goal of promoting the availability of credit. Recognize the OCC's unique authority to grant charters. We must find a way to consider how fintechs and payments platforms fit into the banking system, and we must do it in coordination with the FDIC. It's not surprising that a newly appointed acting comptroller would review recent policy decisions upon showing up at the job. We're encouraged by the nod to importance of financial innovation. Well, I hope the guy, what an idiotic statement. We're glad that this person wants to move to the future. Come on, guys. We hope to be a resource to him in his new position. I'll tell you guys this. You know, somebody told me one time, right around the election, we were doing a lot of videos on the election, and we had done some podcasts on the election and stuff like that. And I said, I'm going to vote for whoever's pro-crypto. And a person told me, they said, well, I only vote based on social issues and this and that. I don't vote on a portfolio. Crypto's not about a portfolio. Crypto's about changing the entire system. If you're a person that's for social reform, then by God, who do you think's controlling everything? It's the banking system. It's who controls everything in the United States. Big tech, banking system.
Not just the United States, the world.
The world. Exactly. So, you know what? Voting pro-crypto, you are voting for change. You're voting for innovation. You're voting for something that is much bigger than just one little tiny issue, okay? I don't vote based on how much money I have. I vote based upon larger ideals. And let me tell you what, if these Democrats here, they want to keep going down this road of anti-crypto, they're going to make a lot of enemies because that's how it's shaping up. Everything in the United States becomes a political issue. You're either left or you're right, okay? I may be mirrored, so left or right, one way or the other for you, okay? But if this becomes a Republican positive pro-crypto, a Democrat anti-crypto, or vice versa, you're going to see a lot of angry people in this country. And this should not be a political issue, in my opinion, but it's going to be for sure. And it's going to shape up. You're going to pick sides. Why does one party have one thing and the other has the other? That's just the way it is in the United States. The way our politics is. That's the flawed logic of a two-party system. Is, you know, like, I saw this. Who decided that the opposite of chocolate was vanilla?
What?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok. Somebody they're like,
They're not opposites.
who decided? But it is. If you go to a kid and you say, what's the opposite of vanilla?
Well, yeah.
What are they going to say? They're going to say chocolate. But there's not really an opposite.
No, they're just different.
Right? They're just different. It's something that was decided that this is what we're going to call it. We're going to say they're the opposite. And they're not really the opposite. That's the way it works in politics in the United States. You have to be the opposite of the other side, no matter what they stand for, even if it's not really technically an opposite. You just got to be different. And if this turns out to be this kind of issue where we have to draw political lines on this, now it is official. I am going on Monday night. I'm flying out to Austin, Texas. On Tuesday morning, I will be speaking at the Capitol in Texas at their state legislature. And I will be talking to them about Bitcoin. I'm going to explain to them what Bitcoin is, give them a little history of my involvement and why Bitcoin is important. And then they want to ask me questions about regulation. They want to know my opinions on regulation. I think this is a watershed moment for the channel where we have politicians asking me what I think. And I think that's very important. And a big shout out to the legislators in Austin for inviting me to come out and do that. So we'll be doing that Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. It is not open to the public. But we're, of course, going to vlog, the trip. I don't know if we can actually show anything from when I'm speaking or anything like that. But Frank is going with me, and J-Chains will be there as well. He's in Austin. So Excited to do that. So, guys, not only on this channel are we making strides towards helping people understand crypto, but we're also now playing a role in possibly the future regulation of crypto. And so I want to represent the BitSquad, and I want to know what you guys think needs to be seen. I mean, the first thing is we got to get rid of that complicated tax code for digital assets that was created when digital assets didn't exist.
Yeah.
Think about that. 1933 securities law should not apply to digital assets. It is a new playing field. We need new laws. That's something I'm going to be pushing for. Simplifying the tax code. People shouldn't be afraid to trade because they're going to get overtaxed. Like, should you pay your taxes? Yeah, pay taxes. Do we like taxes? No. Is it necessary? Well, they just print money at will, but that's a different story. You guys should always be transparent. Always pay your taxes because you don't want to lose your gains, okay? But you shouldn't feel afraid to make a trade because of how one individual trade is going to affect your tax bracket. That's crazy. So we got to simplify stuff in a world where people make thousands of trades a day sometimes with trading bots. All right, so let's talk about Polygon here, guys.
Yeah. This is the one bright spot from yesterday.
The
Little
one
hopium.
bright spot. The one bright spot. Well, let's start by looking at Polygon here. It probably moved up a good bit, didn't it? It's at number 16 right now. What's the market cap? Yeah, it is at number 16 right now. But look, it is in striking distance of the top 10. It's within striking distance of the top 9. So pretty interesting. Rodolfo said, smash the like button. Guys, make sure. How many likes we got?
We have almost 18,000.
Wow, how many people still watching?
37,000.
Oh, we lost some folks. They just wanted to hear about the crash.
Yeah, they wanted to see the chart.
This is the hardcore 37K.
Yeah.
Whoa, guys. I want y'all to think about this. Think about this for a second. At one point in the stream, Bitcoin's right at 40K.
Yeah.
At one point in the stream, we had more viewers than the value of Bitcoin.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, my boy Abi says, big love from India. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we were, and somebody else in the chat said, "Hey, V-shape, we're all good. We're safe now."
V-shape. Hey, we love a V-shape.
Everybody does.
Everybody loves. Well, okay.
No, yeah.
All right, let's move on. We're also going to pick our winners for our contest here in a second. But I want to look at Polygon because Polygon has been absolutely crushing it. It's down 30% right now, but it was actually up at one point. During the crash, it was up 1%.
Yeah.
And it has had a massive week. It's doubled this week. It's hasn't single-handedly saved our portfolio, but it's definitely hedged our portfolio quite a bit and done very well. And guys, what do you think? You guys think the recovery's been during this live stream?
Hey.
Maybe the hope that we've given to people has calmed some fears around here. And that's what we hope to do on this channel. So let's look at Polygon. Why Ethereum scaling solution is soaring again in a bearish market. And guys, what is another project that we love? Another second layer solution, Cartesi. It's also been doing very well. Polygon, let's see, skyrocketed to 145%. Its rise takes place amid a wider surging DeFi, the decentralized finance. The coin touched an all-time high of $2.14. It went all the way up to $2.60, I think. Didn't it? $2.50?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do they actually say anything about what Matic is in this?
The most substantial thing, I don't know if it's highlighted or where it is in there, but something I said is they're seeing a huge number of dApps port over and start using them to process their transactions. So it's actually putting billions of dollars more in liquidity.
Oh, yeah, right here it is. Here it is.
And
So-
go ahead.
It says DApp Radar first noted on Cointelegraph indicates that Polygon has added 75,000 active user wallets in the span of 1 week. Increased usage has attracted $1 billion in volumes. Meanwhile, the number of dApps tracked on Polygon has grown to 93 from 61. Open source DeFi apps built on Polygon are also finding their way on other chains such as Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and rebranding and minor modifications as per DApp Radar. It's benefited from faster and cheaper transactions it offers, now in demand due to high transaction or gas fees on ETH's network. Congestion and higher fees on ETH were made worse by Dogecoin clones, Shiba Inu, and I'm not even going to say that one, which are ERC20 tokens and is Helpmatic. DeFi Boost has also buoyed Aave and Cello, both of which we hold in our portfolio, and things like that. So it says, where should you put $1,000 right now? Let's see.
Well, it
looks like they're just trying to get you to click something there.
Yeah, they are.
But here's a question I get. Where do I put $1,000 right now? What should I buy? Should I sell this? Should I sell that? Guys, if you're going to put $1,000 in something, probably, look, love Polygon. It's actually, I think, now our 5th or 6th biggest holding, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Because we only put, I think, $50,000 or maybe $150,000 into it. And it's up to like $700K. It's crazy. Okay. But it's probably not smart to buy something that's been up 145% for the week.
Right.
Common sense, guys. Now, it would probably be a good move for us to sell our Matic right now.
Yeah, swap it for ETH.
Swap it for ETH or something, but I don't want to do it. It's fine. I mean, I think Matic still has more upside. If here's something to think about. If the market does fully recover here, then Matic will probably continue its run. I would say it's much safer to hold it than to buy new. Does that make sense?
It does. And that's kind of what we were talking about yesterday that brought this on. We were looking at Matic, and then actually before this major dump started happening, if you were looking at the things that were performing best in the week up till about 8 p.m. last night, they were almost all DeFi projects.
Yeah.
A lot of the big...
Cardano.
Except Cardano, yeah, but there was Aave, Curve, Synthetics.
Synthetics was crushing it.
Yeah, all of them were. You could go down the list, and I think of the top 15 of them, or 20, 15 of them were DeFi-related projects. And then we see this story about Matic showing all these dApps porting over. And basically, everything's gearing up for a big DeFi summer like we've been talking about. And then you see this massive dump, and it just replaces everything. But kind of to bring it all full circle, what you were talking about at the top of the stream with this timeline, like we still need to see a good, strong summer to boost up these gains and to keep the price moving up. So, you know, we've recovered well. I think we still should see another DeFi summer, but because all signs were pointing at that until, we dumped to 29 and change last night, which is just still crazy.
It's nuts.
Where are we at now? Oh, yeah, back at 40 now.
Yeah, back at 40. I don't know if it's going to hold. It looks like it might have peaked. Now it's back down 39. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens with it. Sony preparing for betting with Bitcoin on PlayStation.
I don't
know. Is it?
Well, I think that's the interesting part, the patent. They supposedly have a patent for crypto betting on esports.
Doesn't reference PS exclusively. It does call out Bitcoin and crypto as potential tools for wagers. Specifically, the patent language states that wagers may be pecuniary.
Wow.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I guess.
Pecuniary? Pecuniary.
I think you got it.
Money or Bitcoin, or maybe non-pecuniary. Like game assets, digital rights, and virtual currency, the patent suggests that users can bet on live esports events while watching in real time. Additionally, the patent language does cite PlayStation and more of Sony's products, referencing game consoles, such as Sony PlayStation VR headsets, augmented reality, and headsets. It's interesting, thinking about gambling on a platform where there's like a lot of kids. I don't know how all that's going to work. That would be very interesting. It says you'll have to be over 21 to do it. Of course, it says that, but I'm just thinking let me tell you what I'm thinking.
How do you police that? Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, we had a casino party here the other day.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's incredibly good at roulette. That's a thing. She had a great session. She's 7. She crushed everyone. She had a tower of chips at the end. She had a system. And the fact she figured out a system, even though systems in gambling are flawed, but at 7 to find out a system, pretty good.
Yeah.
My kid, my oldest son, hit a straight flush in poker, won a bunch of chips. I'm just thinking, sometimes my kids have bought stuff without my permission. You know what I mean? Like, they bought some V-Bucks one time, I think, but it was really they bought a bunch of games. They bought like 3 or 4 games in like an hour time span. And I called, or maybe it was something. They did something they weren't supposed to without permission. I can't remember what it was. It might have been an accident or whatever. But I'm just thinking like, oh God, I hope they don't bet $1,000 on a platform because the account's in my name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you guys have kids, you guys know what I'm talking about. If they got video games, almost everyone's kid, I'm sure, has bought something that they shouldn't have bought through a video game. Hopefully it wasn't too much money. I remember a story about some kid that bought like $10,000 worth of games or something like that, and they wouldn't reverse the charges because it was too big. He's still playing those games in his room by himself to the very day. The implementation of the patent is speculative at best, but could include machine learning to derive odds. Patent language also suggests the ability to bet against friends or other spectators. Other speculation. God, this is interesting because what they're saying is you're not betting on yourself.
No, you're betting on esports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sony, another potential player in crypto and gaming. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting story. It just doesn't feel very interesting today.
No, it's not. I mean, the only thing that's really interesting today is the markets.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and pick our winners. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to pick our winners from our contest yesterday for the Chris Conley. How much you guys like Chris Conley? He was awesome yesterday.
He was cool.
He was
Good
definitely, and he stayed and talked for 2 hours after the stream. So definitely a nice guy. I want to support him. He's on the Texans, NFL player. Some people thought he was an NBA player because we were doing the NBA Top Shots, but he's a wide receiver in the NFL. He used to play for University of Georgia. We are going to pick some winners here for the contest. We're going to pick 4 winners. It says 2 winners unpicked. Didn't we add? Aren't there supposed to be 4 winners?
There was 2 originally. I think you were going to add.
I did add them.
Yeah.
I did add them. I thought. Okay, well, I guess it didn't take. So let me edit that real quick. So we have, let's see. How about we do it like this? We'll do 4 winners, and instead of like choosing which one is which, we'll do, these were the rare NBA Top Shots pack. This was the Hustle and Show Top Shots pack. Do you remember what the other one was? Called Showstopper, I think.
That's good enough. Just put.
Yeah, I'll put it's the other one. Showstopper Top Shots pack, and then the last thing was the signed Chris Conley rookie card. That's a physical card, actually. Okay, so there we go. So we got that.
Does that person need to be in the U.S. or does it matter? Since we actually have to ship it.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be somebody in Europe or U.S. Sorry if you're not there for those. For the digital ones, that would be nice. Or it doesn't matter for the digital ones. Okay, all right. So now let's go to winners. Let's pick our 4 winners. There we go. Draw winners. Here we go. Draw the winners. Draw the winners. Draw the winners. Draw. Boom. And we will be contacting you guys via email. We'll actually just send this to them because they have all the stuff. We got Robbie Baker, Samuel Eppinger, Ryan Ing, and Rupco. So I don't know. I don't know if that's an American or not. We'll have to see. The other 3 have a good chance, I think. But, of course, oh, yeah. So he's in Slovenia. So that's Eastern Europe. Might be easy to ship there. We'll have to see. So there we go. There are your 4 winners. We will get all this information out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Guys, remember, hodl on unless you think it's a bad idea and then sell. You guys do your own research. Figure out what you think is going on in this market. We are liking the recovery that we're seeing right now. We're expecting a V-shaped recovery. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. So be smart. Manage your portfolio well. Watch our bear market strategies guide today. We don't think it's a bear market, but it could be. So remember that. You guys are always going to get honest truth every single day on this channel. That's why you come here, and we love you guys. So for you guys that did get hurt by this market, I'm sorry. We have sympathy for you, empathy for you, because trust me, I've lost all my money before. I know how tough that can be, especially if you bought at 65K. So, all right, guys, that's all we got for today. I just want you guys to know I really love you. I'm there for you guys. Be blessed.